Order up! Welcome to a brand new episode of the Order Up Podcast. I'm Taryn Williams. Thank you so much for clicking on this episode. I greatly appreciate it. So, in this episode, I'm going to be talking about the newly announced, well, I think it was already announced, but they kind of just confirmed it a little bit more. Injustice Gods Among Us movie. So, they're actually going to be making an animated movie of the NetherRealm's Injustice series, which is really cool. Super excited about it because they're actually dropping another animated Mortal Kombat movie, which actually comes out the end of August, I believe. And then the Injustice animated movie is set to come out by the end of 2021. So sometime at the end of this year, we'll get the Injustice movie. They actually just announced the voice list or the voice cast for the movie. I think there's some all-star voice actors. There's some bangers, and I'm really excited about this. So for people who don't know, what the hell is Injustice? So Injustice is a fighting game that was created by NetherRealms. NetherRealms is a studio that created Mortal Kombat. And so after the success of MK9, which was their reboot of the Mortal Kombat franchise, which actually came out in 2011, they decided they want to do something, a little bit different. They are I don't know if Warner Brothers owns NetherRealms or NetherRealms and Warner Brothers has a partnership. It's one of the two. But NetherRealms and they got the license from Warner Bros. To get the DC characters, so they decided to come up with their Injustice Gods Among Us fighting game. And so the story of Injustice is set in the alternate timeline where Joker actually kills Lois Lane, and Superman goes nuts. Like he kills his Joker, and just becomes a tyrant across the world. And so all the Justice League characters are kind of like his subjects. They're all, just kind of under his foot, or they're all under his power. And then Batman kind of the person who starts to kind of realize, maybe Superman isn't on the up and up. Maybe we need to, figure this out. And so in the story, you actually play with the more traditional version of the superheroes, kind of like our superheroes, like our good Superman and Batman and stuff. They get dragged over to the alternate world, and then there's this fight between the good guys and the bad guys. Are actually This is a battle between worlds pretty much. So it's our version of the heroes versus alternate world of the heroes. There's also this drug, I forget what it's called, but it gives everybody like the powers, which is why they're able to Green Arrow can go one-on-one with Wonder Woman and not get completely demolished. This is drug in the story. Let's check out the story. But and this is actually NetherRealm story mode for Injustice. And NetherRealm has been very, very, they have easily the best fighting game stories when it comes to fighting games. Don't really care too much about the story, but NetherRealm's been adding this cinematic element to their fighting games to flesh out the story of their characters, the environment, and the world. And so MK9 was the first one to do it. It just kind of carried that on through all the next games, from Injustice to Injustice 2 to the more recent Mortal Kombat 11. And so there's also an Injustice comic book series that you can also check out as well. And I'm very excited because I didn't think they were going to do an anime series. And another cool thing about the Injustice animated movie is going to be done by the team that did Mortal Kombat Legends, Scorpion's Revenge. I personally did a review of Scorpion's Revenge on a podcast. You can go back a few episodes. It's like 5 or 6 episodes back of this one. So go ahead and check that out. It was a really good movie. Like if you're a Mortal Kombat fan, you just want to see Mortal Kombat done right, or you want a good action movie, you just want a good animated action movie, Mortal Kombat Scorpion's Revenge is top tier. I highly, highly recommend. There's so many nods to the games and Easter eggs and other little things. Definitely check it out. So I'm really excited for the new one that they're doing, which I will be reviewing when that comes out in August. I'll be doing a review of that. But actually, the director, executive producer, they have a lot of. So I'm kind of looking at the IGN article right now. So so the Injustice movie is going to be produced. Let me see. Okay, so Rick Morales, who was known for producing Scorpion's Revenge, is going to be doing it alongside Jim Craig, with Sam Register set to executive produce the movie. The script will be done by Batman Hush animated movie writer Ernie Altbacker. Batman Hush was actually pretty good. I actually really enjoyed that. And will be directed by Justice League Dark Apocalypse War director Matt Peters. I didn't do a review for Apocalypse War. I just watched it. But the Apocalypse War is, again, really, really good. Like, DC has such a good animation department. It's one of their biggest advantages over Marvel. Like, in terms of, like, Marvel has the cinematic universe. DC has like their animated cinematic universe, and it's so good. It's so top tier, and Warner Bros. Gives them that kind of the money, the backing to do it. I don't understand why DC just won't put all their eggs into their animation basket. Like they have the new Batman movie that's coming out later this year. They're working on the Flash movie. They have some stuff, but they're all their cinematic stuff or their big screen stuff has kind of fallen back because Marvel has just gone right by them. So they're so far ahead. They're so far ahead. They're so far ahead of DC in terms of their cinematic stuff. The DC's been trying to play catch up, but they've always had like the animation tip on Marvel beat. Like Marvel has some good stuff. I mean, of course, the X-Men, Spider-Man cartoon, just to name two of their like iconic comic book cartoons from the 90s. Even Spectacular Spider-Man was really good, and even the other weird one. No, Spectacular Spider-Man was good. Ultimate Spider-Man was also good, was solid. Well, Ultimate Spider-Man was solid. Spectacular was really good, and then there was this other weird one that was kind of set in like this 3D world that me and my brother or my uncle we used to watch randomly that only had 13 episodes. Like Marvel had some good some good cartoon stuff, but DC just had a bunch, and they just kept doing it. So yeah, I'm really, really excited to see just how this Injustice movie turns out. If it's anything as wild as the games can get, I'm really excited. Plus, it'll probably have like a PG-17 rating, or maybe not R or M, but it'll be up there. 'Cause I know Mortal Kombat Scorpion Legends had a hard red band like M because it's gory as hell. So hopefully Injustice kind of has some gore to it as well. We're talking to like a more darker side of these characters, so I'm really really excited about that. And they announced, so you go to the IGN article, they actually announced all the voice actors. I mean, I see Laura Bailey. I'm excited because Laura Bailey is a goat. Like she is one of the goats. And I was kind of going through some of the people I kind of know. I've never been super big on voice actors. Like I know like bits and pieces. Like Kevin Pollak, I'm pretty sure I know that the name sounds familiar. But Laura Bailey, I know from some of the video game stuff that she's done. But yeah, but I'm really excited about this Injustice animated movie. Hopefully we get more. Hopefully we get like a little trailer very, 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 very soon. Hopefully get one in a couple of months. But I will be doing a review for the next Mortal Kombat animated movie that's coming out. I forget what it's called now. It's a Battle of the Realms. I think that's the name of the new Mortal Kombat movie that's coming out. But yeah, just a brief snippet of talking about the Injustice animated movie. Hopefully they do either the combined 1 and 2, but they probably won't. Like if the first one does well, they'll do a second one like automatically because it makes money. But yeah, I'm just really excited to see like this kind of darker um this like darker tale of DC. Where we get into some really grim stuff. Oh yeah, because actually in Injustice, Superman punches Joker right through the heart. So yeah, hopefully that's in the movie. Well, that has to be in the movie. There's no way it's not. That's like the jump off point for this alternate reality that we're in with these superheroes. So very excited about that. So be on the lookout for the Injustice anime movie. I will be doing a review for that later on this year. Thank you so much for checking out this episode of the Aura Podcast. I greatly appreciate it. You can follow me on everything except for TikTok. But yeah, you on the YouTube channel, Slicing Dicing Gaming Entertainment, the website, SlicingDicingGaming.com, the Twitch channel, Slicing Dicing Gaming ENT. You can follow me on Instagram, DigitalChef35, Twitter, straight_cooking. That's straight_COOKIN. There is no G. And of course, you can find me. You can find the Digital Chef Facebook page, and of course, Taryn Williams on Facebook as well. Always and forever slicing, dicing game. It's not just a motto, lifestyle. I'll see you next podcast. Later.